As we watch the world change at breakneck speed, one unsettling trend stands out: a surge in conditions and behaviors once rare or hardly recognized. Autism spectrum disorders have soared from a 1 in 10,000 rarity to roughly 1 in 36 today. ADHD diagnoses climb year after year. Gender dysphoria is being reported at unprecedented levels, and shocking acts of violence, like school shootings, have become alarmingly common. These phenomena at first glance seem disconnected. Yet emerging research suggests a surprising common thread: the subtle erosion of transgenerational continuity in human traits, potentially linked to microwave radiation exposure from our wireless world. What is transgenerational continuity of traits? For most of human history, traits like attention span, social cue comprehension, empathy, and even stable gender identities passed reliably from one generation to the next. Much like a faithful blueprint, these ingrained patterns guided development, ensuring that children inherited baseline aptitudes from their parents. While individual variation always existed, the underlying stability of these traits wasn't questioned. Now imagine a form of noise that scrambles these biological blueprints. If environmental factors distort the normal signals guiding development, the once stable transmission of traits erodes. We are left with a low-fidelity environment where conditions like autism, ADHD, and gender dysphoria, once rare, suddenly spike. Even empathy, a trait central to moral behavior, may degrade under this ecological stress. This empathy decline can manifest in what might be termed empathy deficit disorder, EDD, further contributing to instability, and in the worst cases, extreme violence like school shootings. Microwave radiation, an invisible threat to developmental fidelity. Microwave radiation from cell phones, Wi-Fi, and cell towers floods our environment. Regulators focused only on thermal heating effects have overlooked non-thermal biological disruptions. Scientists like Dr. Martin Pall link EMFs to abnormal activation of voltage-gated calcium channels, causing oxidative stress and neurotransmitter imbalances. A Yale study showed prenatal phone radiation exposure leading to ADHD-like symptoms in mice. Hormonal disruptions tied to EMF and blue light exposure may influence gender identity formation. If these signals can scramble attention, social acuity, and hormonal balance, why not empathy as well? Empathy deficit disorder isn't a formal DSM diagnosis, but the concept describes individuals who struggle to feel or respond to others' emotions. If EMFs and other modern stressors degrade empathy networks, a low-fidelity environment emerges where empathy fails to develop properly. No matter how many gun laws we enact or how high our school fences, if the biological capacity for empathy continues to erode under environmental noise, we may see no end to these tragedies. We can legislate weapons and lock down schools, but these measures address symptoms, not underlying causes. Until we confront the entropic waste we pump into children's brains via wireless technology, the conditions that shape mental health and moral development may worsen. Restoring trait fidelity, ensuring traits like empathy, attention, and stable identity form cleanly, isn't just about chemical toxins or nutrition. It's about recognizing the invisible EMF backdrop that may be sabotaging our children's neurological blueprints. We need rigorous, independent research to untangle EMF's role in undermining trait inheritance. Mechanistic studies should examine how EMFs influence empathy circuits, hormonal signaling, and neurodevelopment. Policymakers must update safety standards to include non-thermal effects. Parents and educators can take precautionary steps, use wired connections, reduce screen time, minimize nighttime blue light, and advocate for research-driven reforms. The rise in autism, ADHD, gender dysphoria, and youth violence, including school shooters, may share a hidden root in degraded developmental fidelity. Environmental noise, especially from EMFs, could be corrupting the signals that once reliably passed essential traits between generations. Until we address this entropic waste, no arsenal of gun laws or fortified campuses will restore the empathy and stability our society so desperately needs. The time to act, investigate, regulate, and protect is now. Visit RF Safe to learn more.